Hello and welcome everybody. This is another episode of In Blender. In this tutorial we are going to be making this hand. We are going to be increasing your hand skills from creating something that looks like this to all the way like this. We even going to be making the arm. If we have time, going to show you how to make this. You can use this for anything. This is a low topology arm. You can make it real quick, real easy. If you get even comfortable with the techniques, you can make it in even 1 minute or 2. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. So keep up. So we're gonna be opening this new general. Don't save this because I know how to make it. I'm not gonna save it. We're just gonna be deleting everything, which I should have not done. Could be adding this cube. Tab to edit mode, add a loop cut. If you want 3 fingers, you're gonna add 2 loop cuts. If you have 1, 3, 4 fingers, you're gonna be adding 3 loop cuts. Select everything A and scale it in the Z axis. Which reminds me to enable the screencast tools to show you what I'm doing. That's cool. So you want something to scale it something like this. So go to the top view and adjust it like a hand. If you look at your hand from the top view, your pinky, it goes like this. Something like this should work. And this part, we want the middle finger to be in the front, so I'm just going to be scaling it this like this. So this is good enough. So I'm just going to be selecting this parts and faces. We don't want this part. So now we got this. We're going to be making the parts, adjusting it just like ever so slightly, so we have some nice topology to work with. Let me do this. Just going to be moving this part up. This is gonna be the thumb. Move it downwards. Just move this part a little bit down. Don't forget to do this step because your hand is gonna be looking funky. Okay, we got this. So just gonna be adjusting the hand a little bit more. Control 1 to go to this view. Control 1, rotate it like this. Because our hand is not perfectly flat, I'm just going to be rotating this like this, adjusting it more. Too much rotation, I guess. Just, move it up and down. So we have some kind of curved looking topology, like this. So now we got this. We want to make the fingers. So I'm just going to be making this straight and selecting this face, extrude it like this. So the middle finger is as long as our palm, so we need this part like this. So the length from here to here is equal to the length from here to here. So you want to keep that in mind and move it like this. So we just need this part, so I'm just going to be adding 2 edge loops. We're just going to be making 1 finger, then adding the other parts later. So adjust the fingers too, like this. So now we have this. We're going to be going to the top view and adding the other fingers. Select this, Alt E to extrude individual faces like this. So quick notes about anatomy around here. Just scale it down. This finger and this finger are about the same length. Even though it doesn't look like it, they're the same length. Cause this hand is gonna be going this much down. And yeah, just do this. This is gonna be cool. Add 2 edge loops for both. We're going to be deleting this. We just want this for the subsurf modifier to know that we have some kind of geometry around there. Go to like this, extrude this, scale it down, in the y-axis. We don't want this kind of funky looking. We want the normals. Change the transform orientation to normal, so we have nice and clean geometry to work with. Don't scale it like this. Yes, it's gonna be scaling on every angle that you have. So the thumb is gonna be from here, from the center is gonna be going out like this. So keep that in mind, like this. So the first knuckle inside here, move extruded like this. Add 2 thumbs. So we cannot, or we obviously cannot extrude the thumb from duplicate the thumb from this part of the mesh. So we just gonna be using making the thumb individually. So changes back to global, just some parts. If you look at your thumb, this part is, your thumb is almost 90-degree angle. It's a 90-degree angle. Go to wireframe, or even Alt Z to toggle wireframe mode, like this. So we just want this. But I think the thumb is, a little bit too much. I'm just gonna be moving it like this. So now we have done this. We want it to look like a hand, not this kind of thing. So I'm just going to be clicking Ctrl+3, or I'm just going to be adding subdivision surface modifier. And we just want to keep it a 1 because we want to, apply this. So if we, crank it up like this, it will look, if you want a stylized hand, this is enough for you. Just go to here, right click, smooth it. This could be enough for you, but we want something that looks real. But you can even, go further. If you are making a stylized hand, you want everything to look, as good as possible. So apply this. Now we have this. So I'm just going to be going ahead and deleting this part. Ctrl+. Till we are there, and delete the faces. Now we have this. I'm just going to be right orthographic view by clicking 3 on the number pad and making this look like a finger. Now the first joint is here and the second part is around here. So I think we could just, do this. Go to this mode. I think this one is this, and we want an edge loop going around like this and rotate it like this. You'll see why I'm doing this in a minute. Just rotate it and like this. Go like this, click this, click that part so we have selected everything, or just go to C and select it like this. Now I'm just going to be moving this upwards to give it these details. Now I'm just going, I think this is a bit far to the front, so I'm just going to be moving it like this. Add the edge loop, same thing around here. Move it like this, select this part, move it up. Add an edge loop around here, rotate it like this. If you know a way, we could just, like this and go bam, bam, and we could just add a cut like that. Let me know in the comments. I really need to know that one. I've played with the knife tool, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work to go all the way from all the way. I'm just going to be moving this upwards. Bam. Now we have this. So we want to go to the top view. Click this, control click this, scale it in this axis, in the x-axis. Click this, control click, move it like this. So I'm just going to be, decreasing it a little bit. I think a little bit much. Now we have this. I'm just going to be continuing to, polish the finger. Go here, G, and move it like this. Yep, I like this. I think we can. Yeah, if you look at your finger, it's not like going perfectly up like that. So now let's go ahead and make the fingers. insert eye with eye and go to the right view, rotate it like this, scale it a little bit, you know, just to look like this. And if you want a longer finger, we just click this part and extrude them. Now you may look at this and what is this, and you can go Control 3 to add this, you know, not 3, just go 1, it's cool. So I guess you will find something that looks like this. It's looking good already. Just move it upwards a little bit to have this. And the fingers, go to the top view and select this edge. Yeah, something like this will do. So you could just, you know, add some polish around here to make it very realistic, and you can do anything, you know, the sky's the limit. Now let's go ahead and, you know, polish the fingers a little bit more. Right of topographic view, tab to edit mode, Alt X, move it around here. I think it's a bit too much. There's a theory called opposing curves tool. It's for everything, you know, that's organic. You can probably use it for everything that's organic. It's just when something, you know, curves this way, and the next part of our body will curve inside, outside, inside, outside. Just always, there's nothing that goes like this and again this and again this. It's not, it doesn't work like that. And you can just do this. So I'm just going to be duplicating this part for the next part to add the next finger. Of course, we don't want to do everything by hand. So I'm just Control plus this, Shift D, move it right here, and Shift select this part here and rotate it like this. But you know, you have this kind of rotation, so I Shift select this because I want to, you know, go to active element. So whatever is selected, the last part, that part will be selected. Now we want to enable this, but we don't want this to go like incremental every time. We want this on the vertex. You might think you might have to enable this, but whenever you move something and control click, that thing is the snapping is going to be enabled. So use this to your advantage. So I'm just going to be scaling it like this, which, you know, and Alt S to, you know, make it bigger. Yep, it's about right, but let's rotate it a little bit. So here, Shift D, I told you this finger and this finger are about the same size. And Control click here. Now make it about here. Rotate it like this. So we have something that looks like this. Scale it down maybe ever so slightly. Control click here. G, move it here. Control here. It should work right now. So I think this is good. I think the pinky is a little bit small. Alt S to scale it up, scale it down like this. So we have a nice looking hand already. So we want to, you know, to make it this part, you know, good look good. So the way to do this is you want this auto merge enabled, so you don't have to merge everything by hand. So G, control click here. G, control click here. You might think this is tedious, but it's kind of fast work. You know, if you had to, you know, make this, you know, by hand, sculpt it, topologize it, it will take you like, as I think if you are very good hand sculptor, it will take you around I don't know, 30 minutes, 1 hour. It should take you by, you know, that much time to make this part. So I'm just going to be clicking here and control clicking this part. So we have this kind of geometry. I think this is good. Keep doing this for the other fingers. You know, just make it somewhat possible like this. we have less topology than sculpting, and for sure this is faster. Just this part, it can be tedious. Now we are almost done with doing this. Might think this is our done, but G control click this part, G control click this part, G control click. Where are you? I think we should move this a little bit together. Control click this. So now we have this topology. Should be good for now. Now we have this kind of geometry. I think this is not merged. Yeah, to get sure, select everything M and by distance. So we have no geometries connected. So we did this part. I think this is good. So we have this. I just want to make the thumb. Go top view, select this part, polish the thumb like this. Control like this. I should move this more. If you look at your thumb, it's very skinny from this part, so I'm just going to be imitating that one. It's very it gets very kind of, I don't know how to phrase that word, but I think it's every thumb have the the fat side. It's longer this way and it's shorter this way. But this is a good way to say it, I think. Now we have to make it look more like a thumb. Select this part, G, move it like this, polish this. I think we should definitely move this part to here. So now the same thing we have done to this, we need to make this more like those. So we gonna be adding. I'm just going to disable this for you to look at what we are dealing with. Just gonna make it like this. Control R, rotate it, scale it down if needed. So we have that one. I think that's not the way to go. Yeah, but I think we could, yeah. Select this part, enable proportional editing, G, move it like this, I think. Should be cool. Control click this, move it upwards. I'm just making polishes here and there. Go top view, move this to here. Now the thumb around here is going to be moving like this. Like this. So what we have is at the fingers like the last part, but I think this is a bit far behind. I think like that we could just move it like this and add the fingernail here. Insert, go top view, rotate it. If you're making a female's hand, you could just make everything a little bit skinnier, thinner. It should work, and add more fingers, nails, I guess. Give it the look that you want. Now, if you look at the bone anatomy, you should be aware that that thumb is not it doesn't look like this. It's how to phrase it, it's more to the down. So I'm just going to be doing that one now. So we have to rotate it a little bit now. Before we do anything, just go ahead and select this. I'm just going to be going to here, select this part, shift S, and here. Now let's change the pivot point to 3D cursor. Click this, Control plus till you're there. I guess we can do this. Go to this view, click 1, and go to the front view and rotate it from this 3D cursor. We should click this to move the thumb to here. the same thing again and rotate it a little bit. So we know how it works. Now it's not quite bent for our purpose. We don't want this much stretching happening. So what we're gonna do is select everything that we have here. So go to this part and we click Shift D. We duplicate the thumb and edge to hide it. And click this part, the same old procedure, and delete this part, faces. So Alt H, we have this. So you're gonna be thinking why you are ruining this work, but we are not doing that. So I'm just gonna be rotating it a bit more. So we have it around there. I think this should work. Yeah, we want to delete two edges from here and join them. So I think this is good. I'm just going to be Control Shift clicking this one, moving the pivot point to active element. In G, click here. Rotate it like this from the active element. I think we should rotate it like this. So the thumb is around the same part to here. So now we want to delete these two faces of this part. Select this X and faces. So now auto merge is enabled. Click this G, control click here. So we are just doing the same thing again. We are almost done. I'm just going to be control clicking here and G, control clicking here. So we want to fill this too. We just want to move it like this a little bit. Now fill. We have this. I think we are done, but just to get sure, select everything M by distance. So nothing is removed. Okay. Now we have to just fix this weird thing happening around here. Just go to global. Just go to global and move this inwards. I think there's nothing else selected. I think this is good. Nice. So we want to fix this. You could just go ahead and sculpt on it, shift clicking, but I said no sculpting in my thumbnail, so I'm just going to keep that promise. And this part of the geometry is very thin, so I'm just going to be clicking here in our hand. About I'm just going to be doing this with this to select the middle one last because we made it the active element. I think this is a little bit much here. Yes, much. And okay, we have this. We want some parts of the mesh to be having cleaner geometry, so I'm just going to click this, control click this part, and we are going to be doing X and delete the edges. We want some clean geometry around here. Control click this to join them by clicking J. And we want to do the same thing here. Click this, control click this part, X, and dissolve edge. So I'm just going to be clicking this to join them, make it look like this. So we might think we have angles. Now this is a bad idea. No, it's not. Click this to control, just click this and control click this, control B to bevel it, and add 3 loop cuts by rolling your So we enabled the auto merge, so I'm just going to be double G, GG to move it upwards. So I'm just doing the same thing here to click this, control click this, click this, control click this. So we want to bevel them both. Yep, we want to do this, click this, GG, move this wrong edge. Yeah, move it like this, move it like double G to edge slide. Okay, we have this. Do the same thing here. So we have this topology. So still we have angles, so we have to go fix them. J to join this part. Now after this, you can use this hand for anything you want. So you just have to go ahead and join it. I'm going to show you a trick to how to join it in a few seconds. Join this part and this part of the hand. Control 7 to go to the bottom view. Click this, control click this. Now and go ahead and move it downwards a little bit. Control 7. And our bottom part of the hand is almost, you cannot see the top part of this one. You're just going to be moving it like this and fixing these issues. I don't know what I have pressed to do. That's control click, control click this part. Yeah, we did this. Do the same thing here, like this. Click this, control click this. Do the same thing here. So the top part, we don't have this kind of rough change up between this. So move this to the back. Control click this. You just want to select the shortest edge. Control click this. So fix the angles. Join. Click this. Join this. Click this. Join. Join. And join. Now we have this topology. So now the best thing about this is when we have an edge loop, it goes around each other. So we don't have funky looking topology like this. Move it like this. Click here. Control click here. Don't want that one. Want this. Move it a little bit up. And we have this. This is cool, I guess. This is not bad. Let's just fix this part. I don't like it that much. Why I'm doing this? Yeah, click this one and move it up. So we are almost done with this. We're just gonna be moving this part a little bit. Click this part like this. So I think this is cool. Yep, we have enough geometry to work with. Now we want the knuckles around here. So move it upwards a little bit. So we have this, and we don't want this looking like this. If we change the matte cap to something like this, you can see it's a bit more better. So let's do the matte cap that resembles the skin more. Select this part, move it down. Select this part, move it up. Select this part, move it up more. So we are imitating the hand topology. You want something like this. So we are doing this part down like this. So now if we click this part and enabled the statics, we see 20 vertices around here. So whenever you have arm around here, it's probably going to have around 16 geometries. So I have to remove some geometries. So to do that, that's pretty easy. We just have to do have some topology skills. Just click here, click, shift click here. Join this. Join this. Join this too. And if we go to the edge select mode, clicking number 2 on the keyboard, X dissolve edges. Now you see we have all quads and the edges are moving to each other. So we don't have this much problem around here. So we have to do the same thing around here. So edge selection mode, click this, control click this, join this part, join this too, join this, H select mode, so select this part, X, above H. I think we are not supposed to click this, yeah. Now if we go ahead and H select this, we see we have 16 vertices. So let me show you how to join it to an arm. So let's create an arm real quick. Add this part, add a cube, control 3, not 3, add 2 subdivisions. Click this part, X spaces, so not space, X space. Yep. Side view, go here. Top view, select everything. Scale it like this. H selection mode. G like that one. E want to move it. So scale it in the Z-axis, G and move it like this part. So just smooth. We want something to get like this. So you extrude it and rotate it a little bit in these axis. So change this to medium point, rotate it in the y-axis. So our hand is going to be going like this and rotating actually not this much, but maybe, why is this? I've gone back. Medium point, rotate it in the y-axis, because this is something like a hand, but it's not rotated that much in this the y-axis. I'm not going to be rambling about this. I'm just going to apply this. And we have two 16th edge loops around here. So click this, press control, click this, then control click this. So this is the active element, control J. Select these two edge loops and select this two, right click, loop tools, bridge. If you don't see loop tools in yours, it's probably not enabled. Preferences, why is my computer taking time? Loop tools, you'll see the loop tools, enable them, right click, it have W, not W, go to edit mode, right click, then you get this thing here. So we have nice topology going on. So let's pick some parts. Click this two, G, move them down a little bit. H selection mode, G and Z. So we have nice topology around here. Just scale it like this ever so slightly. So that's about it, guys. So we have made this, I don't know, in a round. I'll see the recording. I think there's a short time. I just want to do this, just select this parts, just add some adjustments. If you want them for something else, just make this the active element and scale this like this, so we have better look. Select this part, scale it into the axis. Just do this for to fix it, make it look more realistic. Not realistic, it's like making it look like more like a hand. Looks like it's pretty much a very good hand. You can use this for anything, low poly, stylized, anything you want. This is just quick and easy way to make a hand. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more contents like this. If you want me to do something, just comment it, tell me to do this, I'll make a tutorial happily about it. So thank you. Peace out, man.